So the 2025 Formula One season is almost here, folks. And, well, before we talk about 2025, before we get to 2025, I'm going to revisit the 2024 season. People say 2024 was a good season, a memorable season. Not a classic, but people say it was like a good season. And to be honest, I know like people have opinion. That's fine. If you guys think the 2024 Formula One season was good, hey, good for you. But to be honest, I feel like the 2024 season was mid and overrated. Here's the thing, don't get me wrong, we did get some good racing. We did get some good races, for example, like Interlagos, Baku, Montreal. And those are the other races I can think of in my head at the moment. But I'm sure we got some races that I missed. But I feel like there were a lot of races that were mid as hell. Even like during the first, 3 months of the season before we got to Montreal, I don't know. Oh, man, it's been a while. But a lot of people say the 2024 Formula One season was a good season because of the Max Verstappen and Lando Norris championship battle, quote unquote. I'm gonna be real. Even as a Lando Norris fan coming into the 2024 season, I knew he wasn't going to get the championship because, Max Verstappen was still Max Verstappen. And I'll give it this. The surprising moment 2024 was not only Max Verstappen, but Red Bull Racing were not their true selves compared to like the 2022-2023 season. Obviously, that is a shock. But here's the thing. I still felt like Verstappen was still going to get it regardless. And what's disappointing as a Norris fan is that Lando had a chance to actually take advantage of Red Bull Racing's kerfuffle. But unfortunately, not only Lando blew it, but McLaren also blew it, even though they won the Constructors' Championship for the first time since 1998. Don't get me wrong, there were some exciting battles between Max Verstappen and Lando Norris, like the Red Bull Ring race when they both touched each other, Mexico when both of them were going at it. And speaking of McLaren, there were a bunch of things that made me think 2024 was not that much of a good season. Was also because of the bad shit. You had the team orders from McLaren at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Come on, the racing was already mid as it is. Why make this race even worse? For some reason, McLaren decided to do team orders to let Lando know to let Oscar by so Oscar can win for some reason, even though McLaren were still going to get the same amount of points either way for finishing 1-2. And here's the thing, even as a Lando Norris fan, if the roles were reversed, I'd still be pissed because I despise team orders with the whole passion. It is stupid and horrible. It ruins the racing. It's just pathetic and pointless. And when it came to the regulations of the race cars, this current regulation has been mainly mid since the second half of the 2022 season and the entire 2023 season. The racing has not been good, just mid at best, let's just say. And I blame that on the regulations, on the way the regulations were regulated. I don't know what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that the first half of the 2024 season was mid. Even with the Australian Grand Prix with Verstappen had his engine issues, and when Carlos Sainz won, people said it was a good race because Max didn't win. But here's the thing. That race was still mid. Albert Park is a mid track. Obviously, everybody knows Monaco was one of the worst races of the 2024 season, but the only good thing about the race was Charles Leclerc finally winning his home race at Monaco, which was a great story. But man, the cars are just too big for this track. And I know, even when the cars are smaller, passing was still hard, but the regulations was still too big for a track like Monaco. The thing is that people talk about the 2024 season being good because of the storylines and the highlights and the championship battle. And I'm not saying the 2024 season was terrible because here's the thing. When the second half of the Formula One season happened, it did become good. We did get to see some more good racing. It's not a terrible season. If you compare 2024 to 2023 season, it is a great season. But if you compare 2024 to the sport in general in the past few seasons, it was just mid. It was just average. We did get some good racing. Another thing that was disappointing about 2024 is the constant never-ending bullshit from the FIA and their dictatorship, which is still ongoing before the 2025 season began. And also their officiation. That sucks. And it's a shame because Formula One can put on good races. And not only that, the FIA, God, what the hell happened to them? What's up with Mohammed Ben Suleiman being all pissed off about jewelry or driver swearing and other things? Holy crap, I've never seen such dictatorship in any racing series. It's just awful to see. And the fact that it's still ongoing for 2025 season, it's just really unfortunate as well. This might be a hot take or a stupid take. Go for what you will. But I feel like the Formula One management company and the FIA should split. I said it. Yep. It's just not working out. The FIA just wants more control. What, the dumbest shit? What, just to not cuss or let the drivers be whoever they are? I don't understand what's going on with the sanctioning body. It is just horrible. Just a horrible sanctioning body the way they are. Some kind of dictatorship level. Even if we talk about like the good moment and the good racing, oh, the FIA is gonna find a way to ruin everything. I know I'm just throwing random stuff out of my ass and all that, just word salad. When it came to the second half of the 2024 season, when we saw more good racing, I felt some kind of confidence for like the 2025 season, because maybe we could see some good racing for the 2025 season. I don't know. I could be wrong. Obviously, I root for races to be the best races possible. But then again, when we get to like the races like Albert Park, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain. Actually, Bahrain's a good track. China, Miami, whatever. Those early starts of the season, it's going to be mid-ass racing because those tracks are freaking boring. Yeah, I just feel like not a lot of Formula One fans are looking at the bigger picture. They're just looking at those moments that made 2024 exciting. But here's the thing. They're going by like those moments, but not the overall season. I've been wanting to say something for a while. I know this is not like a good video, talk about it. This is just unscripted. Yeah, it was just mainly mid-season. A lot of mid races, a few bad races. There were some good races. The FIA being the FIA. Don't forget the Formula One didn't allow Michael Andretti's Andretti Formula One team to be in the sport early on in 2024, but they got to wait again until like, 2026 or 2028. And they only allowed it because Michael Andretti left. Michael left, they were like, you know what? All right, maybe we'll let you in after all when it became Cadillac F1 team. Yeah, the 2024 was just not the best season. Like I said, it was not a terrible season. It could have been worse, but it was just not that good of a season. And people only focus on the highlights and the major moments and the exciting moments, thinking it was a great season instead of like looking at the overall entire season or the entire races, the bigger picture. And I'm not like trying to downplay anybody thinking the 2024 season was a good season. Like I said, if y'all think it was a good season, that's fine. But I just think it was kind of an overrated season. Just a lot of mid races. I know I'm repeating myself. So what is the Formula One 2025 season going to give us? I don't know. Besides the FIA giving us more bullshit, more reasons why we should stop watching, maybe we might get to good races. Like, hey, we got like a big rookie battle for 2025 season. That's something to look forward to. Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari. That's something to look forward to. Could we see McLaren continue their stretch of good seasons and go for not only the construction battles, but also the Drivers' Championship battle? Could we see Red Bull Racing be the prime Red Bull Racing again? What's Liam Lawson going to do as Max Verstappen's teammate? There's just a lot of unknowns going on for the 2025 season that I am looking forward to. I'm pretty sure 2025 might be a better season than 2024. I'm looking forward to it, but unfortunately, because of like the constant bullshit going on between Formula One and the FIA, I've been cutting back races since before the 2024 season started due to the Andretti stuff. And there's just been a lot of dumb stuff that's been making me cut back more. And it's really unfortunate. I hate to cut back on races. Like, I've been cutting back on NASCAR races since fall 2019. And I hate to cut back on Formula One races. But if there's going to be some random BS that's going to, like, piss off a lot of fans, I'm like, why bother support the entire season? So I usually go by races I actually do want to watch, whether it's, like, a good street track, whether it's, like, classic tracks, whether it's, I don't know, it depends what track I really like to see. Or it depends whatever is going on. I don't know. And I hate to be, like, negative about racing, but there's just a lot of random BS stuff these days in Formula One. At least this is the last year of the current regulations, because they've been mainly made, holy crap, like there was some potential during the first half of the 2022 season, but then they just became mid on the second half. 2023, boring season. 2024, another boring first half of the season, but then the second half got better. So hopefully 2025, it'll be a really good year with these regulations. I'm actually asking too much. I'm really hoping it'll be a better year than like 2024 overall. So what do you all think about the 2024 Formula One season? Do you guys like the season? Was it a good season? Was it a mid-season? Was it a bad season? Let me know in the comments below. I know it's not the best unscripted video, but let's see how it goes for 2025. So with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. This is Ian the Motorsports Man signing off. Goodbye, everybody.